Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a really powerful tool for anyone with a big idea, drawing from the classic handbook for innovators, business model generation.
So let's start with a really basic question. How do you actually describe a business? It sounds simple, right? But whether you're an entrepreneur, an executive, or a consultant, getting that brilliant idea out of your head and onto paper in a way that's clear and makes sense, well, that's a huge challenge.
Yeah, more often than not, our best ideas kind of start out looking like this. A jumbled, crumpled up mess that makes perfect sense in our own heads, but is almost impossible to explain to anyone else. And let's be honest, if you can't explain it, you've got no chance of actually building it.
Okay, so how do we bring some order to that chaos? Let's start from the very beginning. What is a business model anyway?
The simplest way to think about it is like a blueprint. It's not just what you sell, it's the entire system of how your business works. How you create something of value for your customers, how you get it to them, and of course, how you make money in the process. It's the core logic that makes everything tick.
And this is where the book Business Model Generation came along and introduced a total game changer, a powerful visual way to map out that entire blueprint.
And here it is, the business model canvas. I know, it looks simple, but don't let that fool you. This one-page tool is incredibly elegant. It acts like a shared language, getting an entire team on the same page so you can describe, visualize, and even challenge any business model, whether it's brand new or one you're trying to reinvent. And look, this isn't just for startups in a garage. It's a tool for anyone who looks at the old, established way of doing things and just thinks, you know what, there has to be a better way. It's for the true visionaries and game changers out there.
All right, let's get into it. The real magic of the canvas is how it breaks down something super complex, an entire business, into 9 essential building blocks. It forces you to see how all the pieces connect.
So, the right side of the canvas, think of that as your front stage. It's everything the customer actually sees. It all starts with your customer segments. Who are you creating value for? Then your channels. How do you reach them? And your customer relationships. What kind of vibe do you have with them? Right in the middle, the heart of it all, is your value proposition. The thing you offer that solves their problem. Then you hop over to the left side. This is your backstage, the engine that makes the whole thing run. This covers your key activities. What are the most important things you have to do? Your key resources. What are the crucial assets you need? And your key partnerships. Come on, you can't do it all alone. Who do you need to work with? This is the nuts and bolts of how you actually deliver on your promise.
And holding it all together at the bottom is the financial foundation. You've got your cost structure on one side. What does it cost to run that whole backstage operation? And on the other, your revenue streams. How does the cash actually flow in from your customers? It's simple, really. For a business to work, the revenue from the right side has to be bigger than the costs from the left.
And here is where it all just clicks. Look at this. This is Apple's game-changing model for the iPod and iTunes. You can literally see how the seamless experience, the value proposition, connected the mass market through their retail and online stores, all supported by incredible hardware design and key partnerships with record labels. The result? Massive hardware revenues. It's an entire ecosystem on one single page.
Now, once you get the hang of these building blocks, you can start to see something even cooler: patterns. These are like proven recipes for disruption that successful companies use over and over again.
Yeah, just think of them as proven recipes for success. You're not meant to just copy them blindly, but they are a fantastic place to start for inspiration. You can learn from them, adapt them, and even combine them to create something totally new for your own business.
You know, the book actually borrows this whole idea from the world of architecture, and it makes so much sense. Just like an architect uses proven patterns to design strong, beautiful buildings, a business designer can use these patterns to build robust and innovative business models. So let's look at a classic pattern to see how this works. It's called the long tail, and it's all about a fundamental shift from selling a few hit products to many people to selling a huge variety of niche products, each to just a few people. So check this out. On the left, you see the traditional publishing model. They were forced to focus only on bestsellers because of physical constraints, like shelf space. But a long-tail model, like Lulu.com on the right, completely flips that on its head. By using an online platform and print on demand, they can profitably serve millions of niche authors, making their money from the collective sales of all those so-called non-hits. It's brilliant. And here's another incredibly powerful pattern: free. You're looking at Google's model. One huge customer segment, that's us, web surfers, gets an amazing service for free. How? Because that free service attracts another customer segment, advertisers, who are more than willing to pay to reach all of us. It's a fantastic multi-sided platform where one side subsidizes the other. So, the most crucial point here is that this canvas isn't just some theoretical exercise you read about. It's designed to be a hands-on, visual, and deeply collaborative way of thinking and working. It's all about getting ideas out of your head and into the world.
And you don't need any fancy software or an expensive consultant to start. The process is beautifully simple. 1, get a big poster of the canvas. 2, put it on a wall. 3, start sketching out your business model with Post-it notes. Seriously, it's that accessible. This hands-on, visual approach makes complex ideas feel tangible. It turns abstract strategy into a physical thing that a team can literally stand around, point to, and debate. It sparks discussion, unlocks creativity, and gets everyone on the same page, literally. Ultimately, the business model canvas gives you the language and the tools to go from that crumpled, messy idea to a clear, actionable blueprint. It empowers you to truly design your business. So, the only question left is, what will you create?